This first piece I entitled Ya Berne, I believe is the correct pronunciation of it. It's an Arabic word which means you bury me. It's supposed to be an expression of love, a sentiment of love. You love something so much that it buries you to be there with it. At least that's how I see it. That's the name of the first poem. A particular kind of sadness follows the realization that in all likelihood, we will not die as one together. I interrupt our lovemaking to say I will always be here, because I can sense us swell as we do so well together. But I say also because I fear the things we cannot do together. And how will I watch you unglue from the earth, shelled and buried, beneath each other, as we're destined to do.
Heavy like rocks. Just a month earlier, I was laughing at the jokes he was telling in Spanish. He danced with his wife at their 50th wedding anniversary. And now my attention focused on the stomach of a dying man. The tight, swollen dome, like he had requested rocks as his last meal, rising slowly and falling heavily with a silent exhale. His body thin at the wrong places, preparing itself to be easily carried away. I could only think of that Arabic phrase that translates to "you bury me," as the family tried to console his wife of 50 years. Silent and still for some time, she finally lifted her head with inverted eyes, and in words weighing more than the rocks in his stomach, she said, "But who's going to take out the trash?"
You are diminished, hanging overripe and bruised, bunched up and hefty, squashed between two stems of legs, eyes dark as blueberries and drained of sex. You stand unhinged before me in the open doorway of my dream. There is still the dense arc of bone, a Japanese brush stroke above the jawline, brash across the dulling paper of your face. How a contour existing once moves in the same way across you as ink.
Like death, he never gets the timing right. He got his 15 minutes from a movie starring Will Smith called The Pursuit of Happiness. His resting mouth sits in a smile. Pink puffy cheeks scan the intersection. His bow rides sloppily along his two-string Chinese instrument. A sign on his empty change can reads, "I am a muse." It's not his porcelain doll face or the childlike eyes he follows you with. It's that the only two songs he plays are Happy Birthday and Auld Lang Syne, neither of which are appropriate for the day.
So this next poem is an adaptation of a Lorca poem, which both of us have attempted to interpret, and Lorca has long championed the phrase duende as a way to describe creative acts. It's true. The pain it costs me to love you as I love you. For love of you, the air it hurts, and my heart and my hat, they hurt me. Who would buy it from me, the ribbon I am holding, and this sadness of cotton, white, for making handkerchiefs with. The pain it costs me to love you as I love you.
So my interpretation of that is called It's True Too. There would be nothing left but the loss of you. the desire like sand in a jar, compact no matter the space, everywhere, all at once. I imagine a large quilt shaken and released to float down, revealing a relief impression, and what would be underneath. There would be nothing left but the loss of you.
Burst. How my eyes would swell the size of two sad balloons, were the day you to disappear, to arrive. For something must outgrow the empty depths that your absence implies, molten deep and speed of light wide. And where am I to wander with a turgid head, bursting limbs and foaming mouth, a heaviness so complete that even gravity cannot hold what would lift me off my feet and unbuckle me from the world? How my eyes will swell the size of two sad balloons when the day you were to disappear, to arrive.
Thanks, guys.